everyone, it's Brenda Riches from RunPerfect.com. In one of my previous videos, I talked about how leaning too far forward with your upper body during running may wear out and fatigue the hamstrings. But in this video, I'm going to talk about how running too upright with your upper body posture or your trunk can exhaust the quadriceps. If you follow pose running or if you watch most East African distance runners run, most of these runners are typically forefoot runners. They're not heel strike runners, and these runners also don't run too upright with their upper body posture. Rather, they tend to lean a little forward, which makes them appear as if they're gliding across the road. And it turns out that slightly leaning forward with your upper body is less mechanically threatening on your quads. Trunk posture during running is actually a critical interface between acceleration and muscular work. That means that if you implement the right degree or angle of a forward lean during running, reduces a significant amount of muscular work on the quadriceps. Therefore, leaning slightly forward, but not too far forward, suits the purpose of conserving energy by putting less strain on the quads and maintaining good forward momentum. But what happens if you run too upright with your upper body posture, like many heel strike runners do? If you observe the majority of heel strike runners, you'll notice that these runners run very upright and reach out considerably with their leg at each step. So what effect does that have on the leg in terms of energy conservation? A common finding across many studies has found that running too upright in your upper body posture may push your body's mass back behind initial foot strike position, which may not only put real limits on forward momentum due to prolonged braking, in which case it's not easy to maintain forward momentum when you're braking aggressively at each step, but running too upright may exert greater mechanical demands or mechanical work on the quads, as your quads are now being more fully engaged to pull and tug all that mass, which is mostly concentrated in your upper body when you run, pulls the center of mass up to initial foot strike position, which again, to reiterate, may be a recipe for a longer braking duration and is certainly a less energetically effective way to run. In fact, a study by Hamner 2010 published in the Journal of Biomechanics, which I will provide the link below in the description box, the study found that the quads are mostly needed to accelerate the body's mass or the torso forward during the braking and support phases of running. But if your torso is positioned too far back during running, there must be more commitment of the quads to help the movement of the upper body advance ahead. And in this regard, when you run long distances, you may end up burning out your quads because they're prompted to take a tougher approach to tug the upper body forward at each step. That's why you have to be really careful about how you position your upper body when you run, and to make sure that you implement a slight, subtle forward lean in your upper body posture, which will mechanically put you on a better trajectory, and you'll have the mechanical potential to elevate the ease of attaining good forward momentum that will be more easily sustainable while running long distances. And you're going to get less physical manifestation saturating the quads. Run too upright and you'll quickly recognize how much of a struggle running fast is as well. So the take-home message here is that you need to strategically position your torso in a way that dislodges prolonged braking at touchdown during running. Going barefoot or running in shoes that mimic feeling barefoot are great approaches for helping you prevent unsuitable displacements of your center of gravity or your center of mass, which is essentially your torso, because when you run barefoot, you are more spatially aware of foot pressure, and you want to make sure that when your forefoot strikes the ground when you run barefoot, you feel much of the pressure concentrated near the front of your foot, not on your heel, which is aided in part by leaning slightly forward. This is how barefoot running aids in good postural alignment sustainability, because when you wear less on your feet, you have a better internal focus or recognition on the connection of your upper body posture relative to your initial foot strike position based on the pressure distribution over your foot, which again, make sure that as soon as your forefoot strikes the ground, when you run barefoot or when you run in barefoot inspired like footwear, you feel the pressure more concentrated in the front of your foot and not on your heel. Overall, going barefoot or pure minimalistic will help lead your upper body posture into a better position with more postural alignment accuracy, and is a really good roadmap to show you at the sensory level what you need to do to make running more comfortable on the foot, because all mechanical elements that facilitate less braking comes together when you run barefoot or in minimalistic conditions. And barefoot running especially is a good metric that enables you to monitor the quality of your body posture based on the pressure changes in the foot, allowing you to rigorously assess whether you're leaning too far back or too far forward with your torso, so that you can make the best mechanical / postural adjustments that's going to give you the best right source of comfort with each step. For more information on barefoot running versus running in traditional running shoes, please head on over to my blog, runforefoot.com, and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel to stay updated on all the latest research and different perspectives on the proper biomechanics of running. Thank you so much for listening and watching. Have fun up there on the roads. Bye for now.